Right, good evening everybody, welcome to Doss's Allotment. It's a rainy, wet day today, so I've had to do the voice recording inside the house, so this is why the sound's a little bit different. Plot 25, we're just going to have a little wander around. There's not a lot going on today, so we'll see how we get on. Yeah, you can see my shed, the cold frame, my neighbour's shed. There's some cannabis pots I've managed to gather from the local roads that the youths have dumped. That'll all come in handy though. That bag there is just full of rubbish, mainly just wood to be burnt, so I need to move that note to south. Here we have a cherry tree that's just starting to come into blossom. The cherries are lovely on it, but I didn't get many last year, so I'm going to net it up this year. I'm hopefully going to tie it back, make a framework for it, maybe start off over here somewhere, the edge of the metal, and work all the way back to the metal pole that's this side and have it framed around that. I've also got my rhubarb in this corner. It's a beautiful bit of rhubarb. There's probably 6 or 7 crowns in there. It does well, but I'm not a big fan. Then we've got my messy as house shed. I've just managed to get that shelving unit from a local tip. I'll say tip, it was out of a skip. Just standard stuff in there, just crap that you store, you know what it's like on an allotment. That bin there's full of wood. I've also got my cold frame. This is all the neighbour's plot, nothing to do with me. And this is where the plot starts in earnest. We've got the raspberry canes at the bottom. That is actually fenced in there somewhere, but it's overlapped all the fence and you can't even see it anymore. So, apologises about the wind and the weather. It's actually raining while I'm recording this, so all that grass needs to come out in there, and all them extra raspberries that have spread across the path, they all need to come out. There's a hawthorn, I believe that is there. I keep catching myself on it, so I need to dig that out. But I want to move it. Oh, it might even be a rose actually, looking at it now back on the video. There's my main raspberry bed. As you can see, that bed doesn't look too bad, it's just the other side of it. From this bit onwards it doesn't look too bad. There's nice raspberries though, they're the ones that crop on last year's vine, so that'll be good to go as soon as it starts to grow some fruit. More grass that I've dug out. Dandelions as well, they need doing. Dandelions are a worst nightmare. Anyone that's got an allotment knows that. Absolute pains. So this is where the tomatoes are going to go. And then you've got the leeks and the onion bed. Lettuce. All these beds looking alright though, they're nicely done. Ready for to be planted out. All these rocks you see here are all been dug out of the beds as I go along. It's very, very steep, this allotment, and there's a lot of rock in it. I've come to my strawberry bed. It's looking really sorry for itself, to be honest. I probably need to buy some new strawberries, but we'll see how this year goes. That's a winter job, so we'll see how that goes. This bit here is going to be for pumpkins and my broad beans. Them canes there, I didn't actually show you my broad beans, but my broad beans are growing quite nicely. I've got a couple of them I'm going to use for ponds, water collection. Raised bed with a glass lid that I haven't built yet. My idea there was to line it with old compost bags, but they just keep ripping, so I need to rethink that before I fill it up. Can't believe I didn't show you the runner beans, but never mind. Then we've got the cabbage and the brassica bed, and then down the side of this bed, it's the only bed I've got left with it's like it, is a handmade wooden fence. Yeah, looks nice, doesn't it? And here we've just got the last bit of the last beds. Dandelions, daffodils, they all got destroyed when I was moving that thing there. More rubbish. And that top bed's going to be corn. Flowers in the baskets. And then the last thing is just the compost bin. I need to fix that and sort that out, but